What is one myth about your profession that you guys would want to debunk?
Well, that's the thing I'll take. A lot of times I'm on the phone or in a meeting and they're like, "Oh, you guys are those gray market guys." And I don't know if that's like offensive term or not, but I think what they're categorizing it is like, okay, you guys have equipment, and it's like, okay, what price can you do, and how fast can I get it? And sure, companies some do operate that way, I suppose. But I feel in our market where we're actually providing both new and pre-owned networking equipment, we have to test and verify it. We have to work with the customer without leaning on the OEM, partnerships in a lot of cases. We're much more than that. We're actually
Mhm.
a true VAR, or if you're in the space, you need to be. So you
Mhm.
really need to invest in the expertise of your staff. You need
Mhm.
to test the products. You need to be able to articulate, technical aspects of why you think this should be designed in the network versus this, or what's going to be compatible and have a value added to it. And if you're just leading on price, an example I always tell a customer, it's like, well, yeah, sure, you can buy it cheaper somewhere else for sure, but what happens if that switch goes down or you can't get a hold of the person or the company is no longer around? How much is that costing your company then, that network outage or their customer base not being able to access whatever they need to on the internet? And that's could be a lot more catastrophic than saving a dollar or two on an actual switch. And I think, for RackStar Networks and a lot of people in the BrokerBin community, price is, of course, is important, but you can't lead with that. You have to lead with overall service, integrity, good quality of product, and follow up, or you're not going to last.
Yeah, 100%. I wish people would not say gray market and instead say green market, right?
Yeah,
Innovate.
yeah. I mean, I like the color gray, just like I
Yeah,
like the color green, but for some reason, gray seems to have a negative
yeah, it
prerogative
does.
to it.
It
Yeah,
does. It does. For what, yeah, but anyway, we
yeah.
like to say it's the green market and it's a sustainable, right? It's about sustainability. And even it's kind of interesting because today, there are words and terms out there that like sustainability and even ecosystem, right? And those are terms that are maybe buzzwords today, right? But this
Hmm.
industry, that's truly been the mission of this industry, or that's been what this industry has been accomplishing for years and years and years.
Yeah. And I think we're starting to see more opportunities with customers in the industry because with this whole AI high density computing, there's a lot more, there's the products are a lot more expensive. There's a lot of supply chain issues with like memory and hard drives where the typical enterprise customer can't just go directly to the OEM or certified partner. They have to get a little more savvy in supplying their equipment or they're not going to be able to get it or on the time schedule they want to. So
Right.
that's really introducing a lot more opportunities to people like us. And so,
Yeah.
I think that's an exciting time for us as well.